Saturday afternoon. I slept in most of Sunday morning. Woke up just in time to get dump before the housekeepers asked me, am I checking out, staying over? Sometimes I wonder. I wonder about things that the more I wonder about them, the more I understand it ain't even worth it. It's just kill time, tell you to do something. And shit. I'm starting to realize I'm really doing this for me, not even anybody else. And I'm starting to think every time I try to leave messages up here for anyone else, it's just not working. Like, I don't think there's anybody I really deal with on a day-to-day basis that really paying attention to this at all. So this is more for me to go back in hindsight and look at myself when I do have time to go back and reflect. And sometimes that's all I'm doing is reflecting on my reflections. That's most of what I do up here. Reflect on what I'm doing today. Reflecting on what I did yesterday. You know, trying to figure out what I'm going to do. Try to keep me focused on where I'm going to somewhere. And be honest about it. Sometimes I don't know where to start up here on these videos, but it's one of them Sundays where you can just feel it in the air what kind of day it's going to be. It's the beginning of Sunday afternoon. My morning was real easy. Just get up, took a dump, wipe my butt, answer the door. Now, I'm getting to the hard part. Trying to figure out where am I going to work today? Where am I going to get $70 to put on the room? Where am I going to pick up a pack of cigarettes? I got a gift card from McDonald's. Let me know where I'm going to get breakfast. And I do have some leftovers to finish. And now I just remembered. I put something in the microwave. It just now dawned on me. I think it's that more than a minute. Way more. Yeah. I hope I didn't let it sit too damn long. Can't mix nothing this flavor in. Still warm. That's the good news. But this will be breakfast. McDonald's will be lunch. I did have a good evening last night. Like I got back in. Hello. Homegirl actually called right when I started having company. Kind of got stuck in one of those situations where I'd either be on the phone, hang out with my neighbors. I chose to call. Ain't even gonna BS. I've been waiting to hear from her since I got off the phone with her earlier in the morning. And, well, she asked me why I was so quiet. Was there something wrong? No, I was just in a good, mellow mood for the most part. And that was the good news. Like the really, really good news. Successfully, I got caught up. Got $5 on the books right now. And, I got to bring home some grub. Plus a Chick-fil-A sandwich. After I got the chocolate high. Oh, that reminds me. I got to post that. The chocolate high. The first $7 I caught, I took straight to Dollar Tree. Got 2 chocolate bars, a box of fudge Pop-Tarts, M&M's ice cream sandwich, one of those little cream pudding pies, chocolate pudding pies, and I think a green tea. I was going to get the Sunny D, but I figured I'd go with the green tea. Because I was getting ice cream, I think tea would go a little bit easier than the Sunny D. But still, my stomach was tight. And then after I finished smoking my very last cigarette that I rolled out with, Subway popped up on me. Had a tuna sub, 6-inch sub with jalapenos and some other green peppers. Oh boy, it was good. It was good. And I was stuffed. Shoot, after that, after I got a pack of cigarettes after that, I went to Chick-fil-A, caught a whole meal, chicken sandwich meal, with the fries and the drink. All I really wanted was a drink because I was so full, but my mouth was dry. Man, even when I got home, my stomach never went below half full after the chocolate high. Oh boy, that was a good day. And that's why I was so mellow. I had my good chocolate high last all day. And a stomach that was tight all day. I think I maxed out roughly at like 80 something, 90, close to 90. I might have tapped out by the time I got back, but had everything I needed for a good day. And I really enjoyed it too. It was a beautiful day. The weather didn't bother me much. I took out the JBL instead of my Walmart speaker, the new one. So I got to ride basically almost all the way out there before the speaker died. Right when I want to get to work, that's when the speaker died. When I got within range of where I wanted to work first, turned it on, I was like, keep it low, and gave me like one song. The battery on that JBL is shot. I thought about ordering one and replacing it. Then I realized I already got some other things I have to order first before I get around to that. I'm kind of debating on Sparrow Road today. Because it's close. It's easy. I can get there quickly. But I don't want to wear out any of my good close spots. I think I've been beating them up most of the spring so far. But I know that mongoose, I can get too comfortable riding on it. If I go further than that, I'm probably gonna ride too long. And I don't want to work late this afternoon. I don't want to get in early. Kind of want to work one of my spots that got Wi-Fi. So it's either Sparrow Road or the post office right now. Both of them are good spots. Only one of them got Wi-Fi as I work the spot. That's the post office. But I don't want to wear that area out. Oh boy, that was good. I like talking some more, but kind of can't. Kind of posted most of the things I was thinking about already since the reel. Shoot. Sure. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. Got my own little peace of mind, my own little space. I know I'm gonna get the money for the rent today. That's a given. Lord didn't bring me this far just to leave me right here and let everything go to pieces. I've been acting right. I've been behaving very well. Been dealing with all kinds of issues like they're not issues. Been staying focused on one thing, staying out of trouble. So far I'm starting to get the feeling that I got that down pat. And I ain't even gotta roll through my videos. I think I got that down pat. Didn't take long either. In a way, that kind of surprised me too, because for real, for a hot minute there, it seems like I was just being tested to see if I can actually stay stable and stay calm. And, you know, my nerves feel restored now. I'm going to say it like that. Oh, I almost forgot. I got real happy to hear from Jimmy yesterday while I was at Chick-fil-A. And then the boy tickled the hell out of me. I was so glad to hear him call, you know. And the tone of his voice, he was in a really good mood. But that boy tickled the hell out of me, man. We had a good conversation, but he kind of cracked me up in hindsight more than at the time. I was so happy to hear from him. I was just so happy to hear from him, man. I was glad to hear he's staying focused. But, you know, he likes to make people smile just as much as I do. And the way he got me looking back now laughing, I think maybe he likes to do it more than I do. But I'm so glad he's making progress. Keep it up, bro. Keep it up. You're doing good. Focus on the positive. Focus on the progress. Yeah, we're going to slip up right now and then. Like Kurt Franklin said, we fall down. But we get up. Don't stay down when you fall down. Just keep moving. Besides, you only stumble a little bit. You didn't even hit the ground. Keep it moving, man. You're doing good. You're doing good. You got to look at the positive steps, the positive output and outcome, the brighter side. And you're doing better and better. That's all that matters. So what you slip up? We slip up all the time. It's just how long we go without slipping up that matters, not to slip up. I had explained to somebody else too recently that, you know, that's the whole point of grace and forgiveness and mercy. You know, in the pursuit of being perfect, you're going to have some failures. The failures are there to help you get better, to help you learn how to get better. Just because you fail don't mean you quit. I mean, you really think carefully how to continue on without repeating the failure. That's where the true learning begins. When you can recognize that you fail, you can recognize what it is that caused you to fail, and you can move that out of the way so you'll be more successful. I'll be doing that. And I think I done documented it over the last year or two, how I go through it, trying to keep myself in that peaceful, emotional state, and then snapping off when necessary or when it gets hard. And you have to notice when it's necessary and when it get hard. Because, like, you know, I run up here too quick to tell. Been told that that's a bad thing. Telling all your business, all your business. When you think this is all my business, what you see up here, I feel sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. Because this is the highlight reel. These are the main pointers. This is when I capture my failure so I can learn from it, not for it to be slang back in my face like I can't do better than that. Because if you look at the failures I've got in these videos, look how far back they are. Look at how much space is in between them. Shoot. I'm going to go ahead and put my criminal record on blast, for real. You know, before the age 18, there could have been a lot of documentation of how many times I was out at the curfew. But there's not. There's not much documentation. Only the officers that seen me out at the curfew could tell you I was out at the curfew. Now, I've been banned for drinking now since I was 17. Freshly turned 17. Not like I'd been 17 long. It was August, right after a few weeks after my birthday. Got banned from there. Supposed to be on intent to distribute, but 3 C's in August. Come on, stop playing. Stop playing. Went to Twinkie now. Where in the hell am I grow them plants at? In Twinkie now. In August. To distribute. Man. I just been banned from there since then. Okay. Sent me home with my mama. I sat there for 45 days. Moving along to the next thing that actually should pop up on my damn thing. If that even showed up. Bunch of drunken public intoxication, possession of marijuana. You know, I went to court one time. Thought it was a joke because they suspended something I didn't have. I asked a lot of cops about that, yo. How they gonna suspend a license I don't have? Oh, it's the privilege to get a license. Didn't comply with all that judge said, didn't show up again. So they got 26 days out of me. It took me 10 years to get me on another possession charge that I didn't show up on. For another 27 days, sit still, time served. 10 years. And they barely got to see me that often between the 10 years on the dip. Now, I can do this as long as I'm not in public sight. Well, I'm glad they don't count social media as public sight. I can still smoke outside as long as I'm not in the sight of the public. Shit, more shit. Before they made it legal to smoke in my room, I was real good at smoking in the public sight and not being disturbed. Yeah, there's evidence on my record that they caught me a couple times smoking in public. That intoxication wasn't alcohol, it was marijuana because they just missed the blunt. Y'all late. You want to hit it? Too late, it's gone. Yeah, that's why they took me down at night because I said just that. They smelled weed. Yeah, you want to hit the blunt? Too late. It's already gone. It's my cologne. Being a smart ass and high. Yeah. I had to enjoy the rest of my high in the drunk tank. And them niggas was playing grinding all the way from the hood to the town. And I had to walk home the next day. So, y'all can understand why I'm real good at not getting caught while my blunt hot outside. Shit. Keep it on the move. But they ain't moving shit. 20 years ago, I stayed in jail about 20-something days, not even a full 30. I can't even say I spent 60 days in jail unless I count all of my drunk tanks. Then I can get about almost up to 2 months and a half total jail time behind. And I'm 40 years old. Either I'm not really criminal or I'm really good at not getting caught. But that's besides the point. That's a sidebar. Back to my main point. Not about to get a bunch of sips. Like I got dips. They're not going to really catch me smoking in public. Unless it's a cigarette. I might have to make some time one of these days to really look and see who expect me to pay them some money and how to settle that so I can start making some money. But in America, you have to document your profits and your procedures, or they call you illegal. Got to get the IRS their little cut, their protection money, so they don't try to rob you in a courtroom with a bunch of overpaid attorneys. Could have been an attorney, but I don't like to get paid a lot for a living. Yeah. I'm going to get me a prepaid lawyer, though. I'm going to get one of those cheap mouthpieces where you make the monthly payments and they always on call without overcharging you. A newborn in a couple of generations. I'm so glad they actually got honest lawyers today. Well, more honest lawyers, I should say. But I've been thinking about prepaid legal for a long time. And after that security guard, you know, I ain't gonna lie, the more I think about it, the more I look back in my head, I think that dude was really bad, mostly because he had to get up and go out and ride and talk to somebody. I think that was the main thing that old dude was mad about. He wanted an easy job where he can just sit, look at the monitors, and they made him have to go drive somewhere and talk to somebody. I think that's where most of his frustration was from. So I'm still not angry at him. Although I did catch a little bit of his anger. And I was getting a little pissed as I was trying to talk to him as politely, as nicely as I can. Just the way he was forcing his cordialness. And he really was hot. They made him get up and drive out there. Real talk. But before I walked from my bike, I saw him standing like, say this is a truck. He was on one side of it, looking at me. But when I looked at him, he just looked at me like he wanted me to walk to him. He ain't say nothing, and like he ain't had nothing to give me. So I walked past him. I'm gonna say this cups my bike. I walked past him in his truck, did my walk down the sidewalk, and I stayed in the sidewalk the whole time. Public area. And as I came back up, he had moved around to the other side of his truck and actually started to make a slow approach towards me like he wanted to talk for real. And that's when the conversation began. And it went across the truck to where I was going towards my bike. And then it stopped again. I think I tried to put my stuff down and then try to really ask him some more questions. But the moment I walked to my bike, like he was about to peel on me. And I still had some questions to ask. Fell for that old dude. The real asshole in the situation was the one that called to have him had to get up. But shit. I've been brushing that shit off for a long ass time. I really need to get the prepaid lawyer on it. Yeah. Start the payments on the lawyer. And then next time that thing happen, get that nigga on the phone. Of course, you know I need to get my phone turned on before I get started payments on the lawyer. You know, so when that shit happen, I can go live immediately, and I have another phone where I can make the call. Shit, I'm gonna have to get my camera mounts on my bike right, so I can have a live camera on the bike, so you be getting everything from the perspective of my bike while I'm on the phone handling the situation. Cause like social media like this and other forms of it should be used to encourage people to behave better and to lead with examples of better behavior. I think that's the direction this show's about to go in. Like, I'm starting to have a regular audience. Other than me. So, I gotta stop making this thing like a personal journal. And really, you know, I had this one dude, you know, gave me like, I think $5. I really wanted information, and I told him to go to my Facebook, and he went to it, and he asked, what's a digital creator? When I share my life up here, it's creating digital content, making me a digital creator. And just the way he reacted to that, you know, got me thinking, that dude might be a regular, but I just got that feeling I don't think so. You know, I'm gonna be real about it. I don't think so, because the way he reacted, I don't think I'm gonna have to see it, talk to him ever again. But he might be a regular viewer as well. Thanks for the $5, by the way. Speaking of thanks for the $5, I need to go ahead and start getting to work. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it's getting closer and closer to 1. I think I did enough rambling on the air. Catch y'all later.